All right, the watch list for Friday. Remember, it's a 3-day weekend. The market is closed on Monday. And there's nothing too pretty about the SPY here. You had the gap down on Wednesday and a solid rebound, and then it gaps up and almost engulfs yesterday. And I think we're down even below that in after hours. So it's not the easiest thing to put together a watch list, but I'm going to do it anyway. I like Cuba had a nice gap up. This thing can really move when it moves, but it ended up selling off. I just want to watch that for a potential long. It doesn't look pretty right now, but if it gets any legs tomorrow, I like it for a potential long. And of course, everything I'm telling you depends on what the market's going to do. Loco, I've been watching this one every day, and if the market can hold up, Loco's had some decent strength over the past couple weeks, and now it's just in a range. After this little nice move off the lows, it's in a range and it's near the bottom of the range. So if the market finds some footing, I actually like this down here at the bottom of this range for potential long. ETRM, this is a thinner stock, but 20 million shares on Wednesday. Gapped up a little today, sold off, but the market was weak down to 5 million shares. This is one, if we trade in a narrow range for a while and then have an upside break, you could get a nice percentage gain. ZIOP after the gap up, couple red days. You got to have something. Anytime you get 40 million shares in a day, you got to have that one on watch for the next several days. So I want to watch that one. KB Homes, KBH. I think these home builders are getting close. Let's switch to the weekly here. Well, that's a tough one. I mean, I don't see an area that, I love this price. But the next whole number is 12. If we flush down below that and then the market reverses, I want to watch that for a bounce. I think these home builders might be overdone. We'll see. It doesn't cost me anything to have these things on a chart and look for bounces. And if I don't get it, we will find plenty of stuff to trade on an intraday basis. Anyway, HFC, another day down for this refiner. I want to watch that one. You can see the volume getting big and, it's getting ahead of itself to the downside. NRX, a much thinner stock, but talk about relative strength. It popped on Wednesday and really stayed right near Wednesday's high all day on Thursday. So any strength in the market, that one could be a nice one. It's a thinner stock, but sometimes those things can move really well. And W broke out of this nice little pennant thing here and was really strong, but then when the market sold off, I think it kind of gave some back. So I want to watch W for a potential long. And that's enough. You know what? You don't want to get too involved in making a big list when the market's gapping up or gapping down every day. So there's plenty to start with. We'll find stuff like Lennar I didn't even have on watch today. But I noticed it when they were on their conference call and made a call in the chat room right about there and got a really nice bounce from there. And it didn't hit our stop, by the way. So there's an example of something that we trade. We trade those reversals. BlackBerry, Michael N. in our chat room, one of our moderators, called this short at 10:59. And he's kind of he's really right about there. He called it short, almost at the high of the day, and the thing bled lower all the way down to $10. And he's kind of one of our better shorters in the room. So we've got different people that look for different stuff. I like the reversals. I like the breakouts. I like the morning gap plays. Those are my things. And that's it. You know what? There's plenty to start with, and there's plenty of volatility out there. So there's a lot of stuff to trade as the day goes on. If I could give any advice to a newer trader, if you have someone to guide you, that's great. But the one thing I see newer traders, to me, the biggest mistake I see them making, and this is, I'm not a swing trader, so this is for new traders trying to day trade. New traders always feel like they have to be in something, all right? If I could teach anything to a newer trader, learn what works and then sit in cash until one of those setups comes along. All right. I run a chat room. I've been doing it for 10 years and I'll still sit in cash for 3 hours, 4 hours at a time if I have to, if I can't find anything. You don't always have to be in something. That's the best advice I can give a new trader. Wait for a setup that works a very high percentage of the time, and that's when you put your money to work.